Hey, ladies, welcome to our quarterly meeting. This is the quarter two for 2020. I think it's probably been everyone's very favorite quarter of all time. um, we don't have much news, honestly. There is some information about some business things, and we'll get to that. But this is probably going to be a pretty quick meeting. Uh, we do not know what's happening with Claris Engage. I think I saw Rosemary on the call. Maybe she has an update for us, but it's still on hold. So we are on hold for a lot of things. Let me remind you of our mission statement. We are here to provide those resources to help women succeed in their careers as Claris and FileMaker developers. Our goals are to provide networking opportunities, Claris Engage scholarships, mentorship opportunities, and leadership opportunities. And the leadership one is one we're going to push on hard today again. We did that last quarter as well, but this is an opportunity for women to step up and to learn to lead in a comfortable environment. So we do have some opportunities open. And they are for a membership lead, a donor relations lead, and a mentorship lead. And I will also tell you that the lead facilitator, my role, is also open. All of these, the lead, the membership, the donor relations are all elected. And then the mentorship lead is appointed by the lead facilitator, but we're really looking for volunteers. We are going to have elections, but you know, when you're running a volunteer organization that's still small, sometimes it's the person that just steps up and volunteers that gets seconded and elected. So feel free to step up. And if you wish to be nominated for any of those roles, let me or one of the other members, you have to be a member to nominate and to vote. So any member can nominate. But if you are not a member and you want to nominate somebody, let me know and I'd be happy to nominate them on your behalf. Okay, so with that said, we're going to cover the whole voting and nomination procedure. So Linda, I will let you cover this.
Okay, speaker, did you take me off? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, great. We are in the process, like Susan said, of getting into our voting. Since it's the first time here, we're going to be doing a mock election. I'll start with that. So we're going to test the procedures. And by doing that, we're going to actually send out a poll. It's going to be a mock election. But it's going to be just asking you questions. Some of them are going to be about women innovating together, and some of them are just going to be fun questions. We're just going to we just want to see how this all is going to work. And that's going to take place between April 22nd and April 30th. So during that time frame, on April 22nd, everybody who is a paid member should be getting an email from us with the survey and the poll in it. So if you don't get one, let us know. The next thing is that we are working on the real election, and the first deadline for that is tomorrow. So that's for those nominations. And if you read the bylaw change forms, there's a bylaw amendment form. If you see anything you want to change or want to add, tomorrow's the deadline. So you still have tonight to get your stuff in and get them to us. And just email that to business@witfm.org. The real election will take place in June and July, and I've put the dates over on the side there, and those will be at all of our upcoming meetings and throughout the time. So on June 1st, you're going to be getting a slate of information. It's like, here, this is what you're going to be voting on, and then in the middle of July, you're going to get the email to actually do the election. But right now, we're going to be doing a mock election, and you should be getting that April 22nd. And if you are a lead and you have some questions that you'd like to ask the membership as a whole, um, you can email those to us as well, so we can put those out. So that's what's happening, and thank you to Bev and Karen and Elizabeth for putting up with me and for putting in a lot of hard work to get this done. So that's what I have.
You guys have crushed it. Linda, tell everybody where they can go to find the forms, the nomination forms
Okay,
and the bylaw changes.
okay. They are pinned to Slack. They are on Facebook under files. But they also are, if you go to the website, you go to your profile, like if you were going to look at your account to see what you owe, like when your membership is owed, it's right underneath of that section is where the all the forms are. So you got three places you can find them. They're pinned to the general Slack channel at the top. It's pinned, you'll see them. If you go into the Facebook group that's just for paid members, it's on there under files, and then it's also on the website under your paid subscription, I guess is the best place to find it. There's links to them there.
Okay,
And
and
if you can't figure it out and want to do something, just email the business at witsm.org, and we'll help you get there.
awesome. Thank you so much, Linda. You guys have worked really hard on this. We really appreciate it. Oops, I went backwards. Sorry. Claris Engaged scholarships. So because of the current crisis and Claris not launching the website or registration or announcing, we're holding off announcing scholarships until we know what's going on. I did see a chat message here from Rosemary that they plan to have a Claris Engage update ready by the end of this week. So we will hopefully know more by then, and then we'll be able to respond and adapt to that. We know some people want to know, but we all want to know what's going on. So I think we're all operating in limbo, and once we know what's going on, we'll be able to figure out how to better accommodate the applicants. I know that Sarah has looked through them. She could not be here today, but I know she and her team have reviewed and looked through them, so we do have them all in hand. I think they even had some people in mind, but until we know the situation, we need to make sure that we are awarding the right thing at the right time. So please be patient. We will get back to everyone. Laramie, you here?
Yes, I'm here.
You want to do the finance update?
Yeah, sure. It's a quick one. At the beginning of Q1, we had a balance of $15,307.04. We saw income in the with a combination of donations, monthly dues, and annual dues. The annual dues was kind of nice to see that it didn't all fall in August or September. So it was nice to see that we had some gains in annual dues. And then so that income totaled $2,080 with expenses of $880.96. The Q1 ending balance is $16,506.08.
All right, we are in good shape for engaged scholarships, so that is good. And hopefully we will be able to give some out. That's all we'd like to do. All right, Vanessa, are you here?
Yes, hello. Similar to scholarships, we are kind of on hold for now, waiting to see what the path forward is so that we can hit the ground running. We are actively looking for new committee members, especially as I know I've talked to Christine about the Lisbon Engage and would love to put another team together around that as well. So if you are interested in helping in either of those, please reach out, and hopefully maybe as soon as next week, we will be starting to plot our path forward.
Awesome. Thanks, Vanessa.
Yep.
Okay, Chrissy, membership.
Yes. As Susan mentioned, so she has nominated me to become the lead facilitator. So I plan to do that unless somebody would like to outvote me for somebody else. But in anticipation of that being a likely outcome, we are looking for a replacement lead for the membership position. I will tell you, it is not a particularly rigorous job. I would be happy to tell anyone what it involves, but it's not a huge time commitment. So think of it as a possible entry to the leadership world of Wood FM. So it's a great place to start. I can tell you, I started here and look. I've been getting a couple of notifications here and there from people about Slack and Facebook. If you're still not in the place with the right email address, just email membership@woodfm.org and we can get you in the right place with the right email. And I am happy to tell you that we have finally, after a lot of struggle, managed to get it so that if you are paying on a recurring basis, which I think could be both annual or monthly, when you make a payment, meaning it is processed automatically, you will both get an email saying that you've made the payment, and also you will be able to see invoices. This is the screenshot of where you can look under membership, your profile, past invoices. And actually, that's also what they were mentioning. If you just scroll a little further down on that page is where the bylaw changes are. So that's kind of where you can find everything. For technical reasons that I cannot explain, if you paid between July of 2019 and March of 2020, those payments will not appear on this page. I can send you receipts for that manually if you email me, but from March 2020 going forward, you should just be able to pull them up there, and you should be getting an email. So it's a little bit awkward because they're called invoices, even though they're really receipts, but it's way, way better than having nothing. So we'll take it. Awesome. So if there's any issues with any of that, please get in touch with me and I'll be happy to try and solve them. I think
Awesome.
that's what I've got.
Thanks, Chrissy. Okay, marketing. Up next, I think I saw Karen on the call. Karen, you're on mute. I will unmute you if you're here.
That would help too. I'm more concerned why my camera light is on and yet you can't see me. So who is watching me? I don't know. And anyway, marketing doesn't have much to do until Claris Engage gets rolling. So let's move on.
All right. Virtual meetups and still Karen.
Well, this is more interesting. We expect to have a Claris Engage, so there is still a call out to have you come and present your possible submissions for Claris Engage. We don't know who's been accepted yet, but you can practice on us. In the meantime, I wanted to suggest a new format for virtual meetups, which, given the situation of so many people working from home, is becoming a favorite thing to do Zoom meetings and whatnot. So I wanted to propose a more casual virtual meetup where we actually just propose topics of conversations and we keep it kind of lively by moving the conversation along with pre-populating a list of topics and just kind of have fun and chat rather than do anything formal like a presentation. So we can go either way. If you're interested in that latter item, there's a bit.ly link on the screen here. And if you're interested in presenting, it's in the paragraph above.
I added those links from Karen's virtual meetup page to the chat if anyone is looking for them.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Yep.
All right, let's see if I can share a screen here. I have to give permission. Okay. I don't know if y'all will be able to see, but let's see if you can see. Right. Okay, can you see the screen that says mentorship? Awesome. Okay. Okay, so Chris, so moving on. So we have Karen's virtual meetups, which I think will be really fun. And the links of those are in the chat. So please take a look and connect up with her, and let's get those started. But moving into mentorship, Christy is also not here. She is to provide the mentoring connection and attract new mentors and mentees. This is also a great entry position into leadership. She is going to continue here through the next Claris Engage, which we're hoping is soon and in August. But if not, she probably would finish through the end of the year, but then needs to change over. So this role also runs the Claris Engage Buddy program. And that's really fun. So this is a great opportunity if somebody is looking for another entry level way into the organization. All right, Teresa Ingalls also, she actually does the Claris Engage Buddy stuff for the most part. So if you take on that role, I'm assuming, I haven't talked to her, so I'm assuming Teresa wants to continue there. So you will just have that opportunity to work with her too. All right, the Claris Engage booth is pretty much on hold. Dawn, I thought I saw you on the other call. Are you in this one?
Yes, I'm here.
Do you have anything to add to this?
No, not really. There's no point in talking about a booth until we know we have a conference that we go to.
I figured, just wanted to make sure. All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Donor relations, Elizabeth, are you here? She is not. She is one looking for a replacement. Donor relations raises our money. We are in good shape for this year, so that's all cool. But you know, having more for next year, getting a head start never hurts anything. And Agnes does our website. Agnes, are you here? I'm going to assume not. And we'll go on to MACA and educational outreach. This is a new section, and I'm not sure how much start she's gotten on it because her kids are home with her on top of everything else. So MACA, were you able to make it? All right, so we'll assume no progress on that one either. I know Magali was not able to be here, and she.
Magali is. I'm here.
Oh, you are? I thought you told me you couldn't make it. Okay, well, I'm glad you made it. Do you have any updates that you want to share with us?
No, but like other of my friends, I would like to have some other members in the team.
In the team,
which is me at this time.
So there we go. We have another volunteer, and this one's more technical role. So the others are less tech. This is more tech. So if that's your thing, this might be a great place for you to help out. Thanks, Magali. Julie, I know you're here because you saved us. What do you have to share with us?
I guess what I would like to do is just take a pause and share with everyone that from Claris, we hope that all women innovating together are staying healthy and your loved ones are staying healthy and you're surviving through this pandemic as best as you can in all of these crazy circumstances that we find ourselves in. So from everyone at Claris, we care deeply about every one of our partners and everyone at Women Innovating Together. And first and foremost, we just think about you and want to make sure that you're healthy and safe.
Baby.
Thank you. We are traversing uncharted waters at Claris, just like any company is. We're into, I think this is our 4th week of working remotely. that certainly changes everything, but we're resilient and we are agile. And we are progressing forward as quickly as possible and staying on schedule with our business objectives. And so certainly right around the corner is the next version of FileMaker. We have a preview webinar for partners and for our licensing customers over these next coming weeks. So that is very much on our radar. And as Rosemary stated in the chat earlier, we are working on the plans for Engage. So we can't share them at this meeting, but that's just days away. And I can tell very much by watching a lot of your agendas that many of the things that you're planning on are very much in relation to some of those decisions. So we hear that, we know that, and we want to be thoughtful about, you know, trying to traverse again this space that is very unique to all of us. So we'll get that to you by the end of the week, I believe. Other than that, that, you know, we are moving along at a very fast pace. Our business internally at Claris, we're affording ourselves the ability to do some things that would have taken a longer period of time in a compressed period of time because of our work from home situation and some things that we've had to put on pause until we can all get back and interacting together. So there hasn't been any slowdown. In fact, if anything, it's been an acceleration within Claris as an organization under Brad's leadership. We all are finding our business to be healthy. So I want to share that with many of you who are developers. While it's not unaffected, we are finding, I'm going to look and see if I can see who I can help mute. Maybe make that happen. There we go. So we're not unaffected, but we are still, you know, conducting business, and our customers are still, you know, making their licensing decisions and their renewal decisions. I mean, businesses, where possible, are still moving forward. And so for whatever level of encouragement that can be to all of you, and I know I've heard from many developers that this has been an adjustment in what their customer projects can and can't do, and we feel for that. I just want to let you know that we're finding our way as well. It's harder, but it's not impossible. That's really, you know, without getting into the of business things, since we aren't sharing our Engage until the end of the week. That's really all I have to give as an update. Happy to field any questions if anything I said needs clarification.
Thanks, Julie. It's really nice, and it's good to hear. I mean, some positive, uplifting news is always good in this environment. I know everybody needs it. So the only other thing I have is to announce our meeting in July, which is when we will announce the new officers. But I mean, we have time. So if there are questions, be happy to open that up for a chat. All right. Well, I'm going to assume that means no questions. I'm glad most everybody found us back over here on the other thing. And I'll be password protecting the next one. Thanks, ladies, for coming. Y'all have a great day. Everybody stay healthy and wash your hands. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Julie, can you send me that recording when it's done?